patchy fog this morning, then partly sunny skies, showers and a chance of thunderstorms developing in the afternoon with a high near 77. Tonight, a few showers or thunderstorms early, then mostly cloudy with patchy fog late, low around 58. Better keep that umbrella handy, y'all. Fun fact, thunderstorms help cool the earth by releasing heat from the atmosphere through rain and rising air currents, playing an important role in balancing the planet's temperature. Until next time, keep shining. This is Tisha with your weather.
It's time for Simmons Says, the show that brings Warren County the latest news and stories from around the community. Hosted by Jeff Simmons, this program dives into everything from local events to major headlines. Stay tuned and stay informed.
Hello and welcome to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. I am your host, Jeffrey Simmons, and we are going to have just me and Connor today. You gonna be all right?
Everyone's favorite time of the week.
People tuned in and people tuned out.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, nobody to look forward to today? Let's jump back right off of this.
We went from 6 viewers to 0.
Oh, man. Well, we had a chance. We had a chance there for a second. But, you know, the thing that we look at this, we see, we had this discussion last night on the Warren County Sports Authority show. And if you didn't see that, go back and check that out. It was on WBMC. It's a Facebook page. You can also get it on YouTube. We don't sell the YouTube enough. Main Street Media McMinnville, is that the page
that's
name?
our YouTube, and we need to make it look not sketchy.
Yeah, what is it? What's sketchy about it?
It just looks like it's just a brown M.
A brown M?
That's our icon.
Well, let's
doesn't look like an actual YouTube channel.
Use your profile, Facebook profile picture in the cowboy hat.
I'll go do another one with even less buttons, dog.
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time.
We'll get so many people.
That's what people need to know. I mean, I'm telling you, I got a text yesterday from a avid listener that said they have to meet Connor. They have to meet him. They need to know. They don't know you.
The chances are high immediately after this show at Superama.
Yeah, I was like, hey, if you want to meet Connor, just wait. As long as Simmons Says doesn't go into OT between 10 to 10:15, he'll probably be at Superama. What do you even? I mean, what do you? I don't think we've talked about this some, and we are going to get to our segments and everything. But hey, we got all day, man. We're in good shape today. In fact, hey, hit that share button on Facebook and let everybody know that it's going to be the Simmons and Connor show today. It's Simmons Says, Connor Says, Simmons Says and Connor's Conversations.
Yeah.
Today on the Simmons Says program, and again, you can listen to us as well on 97.7 FM. And hey, get that WBMC app. I had somebody ask me the other day. They said, "Could I re-listen to the shows on WBMC's app?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't know, but I know you can listen to them live anywhere you go on the WBMC app." What are you getting at Superama what are you eating there? Because it's a grocery store.
Typically, I go in for my energy drink, the Dr. Pepper, maybe a pack of Winston's if I'm out.
Okay. And like a Lunchable or something?
Like I'll go get a cheese and cracker pack.
Man, I don't know. This is why Connor's ripped everybody. He's just shredded.
Yeah.
Because he actually runs there.
Yeah, I run there.
He runs there and he walks back because I mean you can't be running with 17. Well, I mean, I guess if you chug the energy drink,
yeah,
to run there back, yeah. And I mean, because Superama's, it's miles away from where we're at.
Oh yeah, I totally don't drive there.
No, well, there's no way you would ever leave over here on 230 West Colville Street and walk and drive
over on the West Morford side.
The Westmore, no, of course not. You would definitely walk. You would definitely run that. I mean, it'd be easy.
Just doing those sprints. Me and Usain Bolt.
You're saying that because you're making fun of me too for the day that they were like, "Hey, let's go eat on Main Street," and I started immediately like, "All right, where are we going? I'll drive over there." And they're like, "We were just planning on walking." I was like, "To where?"
Begonias.
To Begonias.
Just like that's the farthest away restaurant.
Yeah,
it's like,
and then as we started walking, I was like, "Yo, sure you don't want to go to Tops?" hey man, you don't want to go to like everyone that we get.
Start swinging your arms like a pouting toddler.
Yeah. The only one that I didn't really push that hard for, and it's just because my personal, I just didn't know what I would order there, but I know they got good stuff because I've been hearing all the good reads on Town Talk is Juicy's.
Oh,
I didn't make a big push for Juicy's because I'm like, I don't know what I would get there.
Just
but
like,
I bet they would. I bet they could craft me something that I would enjoy. But I
the
just
entire time you're like, is there meat in it? And they're like,
no.
no.
Then I'm like, well, you might not be. Yeah, I don't know if I'm Juicy's target clientele, but they could probably get me. They would probably get me something that I would enjoy.
I think post 5K, Jeff.
Post 5K, yeah, maybe they're just the fuel I need to get into that 5K, which I mean it's happening in 2 months. But hey, also the one that I was supposed to run, which I'm not going to be able to, or supposed to compete in. I keep saying run, don't need to say run. The one that I was supposed to compete in, the Tunnels to Towers, next month. I know that we're about to put out a couple more things for that on the Main Street Journal too. Hey, let's do our first segment, and we'll probably take this one into the break and everything here, and that is the Am I Too Old To? Brought to you by Silver Scissors. Tina Foster over there on 1012 South Chantry Street. 931-212-6071. You can leave Tina a message. She'll get back to you. She's going to take care of you over there at Silver Scissors. They got all they got the products. They got everything. I have an idea, and hopefully I can be able to pull this off. I'm going to have to call Tina. I know she's a busy lady. I know it's tough to, I mean, she's, appointments all the time. She's cutting hair, sunrise, sunset. Every single day, and I feel like she's always got the people in there. But I was thinking, I didn't wear the hat today, so I wanted everybody to kind of see, hey, man, it's time. It's time for the haircut. It's time for the beard trim. So I was thinking maybe if I did this today, and then by next week, I could go see Tina and then come in completely silver scissored, and then all of a sudden I look a lot better, and I could be like, hey, there's the before and after. I'm the sales pitch for Silver Scissors. Of man, look how much better she made him look in just 30 minutes.
You just walk in there and she's like, listen, Jeff, it's gotten bad, dog. I'm just gonna have to shave it.
Yeah, the one that she's probably gonna start pushing for is like, hey, you're gonna have to start coming here at least like 4 times a year instead of 3 times a year. Like I probably don't get my hair cut more than 3 times a year. What about you?
I mean, you can look and see it's about 2 times a year.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably fair. Yeah. So yeah. Well, the one that I had for Am I Too Old To today? Oh yeah, little theme music. I like that, man. We had I forget we do things here.
We're
Production
professional.
quality.
Sometimes.
We get a little bit. I mean, we say we're professional. We're playing Blink-182. What's my age again?
I mean, we may not have professional radio voices, Jeff, but we're professional.
We are professional. Yeah. So mine, it goes back to a little bit of it's weird because the whole premise of these things are that you can't be too old, but the Facebook and TikToks and the Twitter, all those things where you see I was today years old when I learned type stuff, and there's so many of those things that I'm like, am I too old to be learning these things for the first time? Like I guess not, because it's nice. I mean, it's nice that you start. I mean, there's some of those things that are legitimately like, oh wow, that's mind blowing that I didn't know that until now. But also at the same time, it makes me feel bad.
It kind of makes you feel like a dum-dum sometimes.
Yeah, like if you type in today years old on Facebook, and you'll see some of the ones. And I was watching some of them right before I came on the air, and I was like, okay, some of these are nice, some of these are completely irrelevant. But I was thinking, man, like one I saw was like potato peeling, and it was talking about how you could just cut right before you put the potato into boiling water. If you'll just cut a circle around the middle of the potato and put it in there with the skin on, that once it boils for a little bit, you can pull it off and the skin just pulls right off. And I was sitting there like, why would I have not known that a long time ago when we're all stressed out about potato peeling when we're trying to make our mashed potatoes? There's so many of those that pop up, and there's some of them are completely off the wall, and some of them I'm like, that's not really what you're supposed to. Like, I saw one where it was like, here, if you have those the pop pineapple cans, where if you lift the tab, and they were like, if you put a spoon through there, and then you could just use the spoon. I'm like, yeah, you can. That you're using the spoon to replace the fact that your fingers can do the exact same thing. So I'm like, I just don't. I have no idea what's going on there with all that. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that was the one that I was today years old. I know you were taking a phone call there, so it was tough for you to hear.
Yeah, I have no idea what you said.
It was like some of those today years old ones are good, really good.
Yeah.
And that make me feel that I'm like, man, I am too old not to have realized that is what that was made for. But like, there was one today where I saw it. It was like, I was today 2 years old to have realized that on those like those pineapple cans that have the looped tab that you can push up and then pull back. And they were using a spoon to do it, and I'm like, that's not today years old to figure out that you could just use that you're using a spoon to replace what your fingers could do. That's not a hack. That's not the hack you think it was. But I don't know. There's sometimes though that I do see those, and I'm like, man, I feel dumb. I feel dumb. It's not that I'm too old to learn those things, because those are great. I mean, I'm an old dog, but I can learn new tricks. But there are sometimes that I do feel, but it's not that it does not make me feel dumb. There are times I'm like, man, I've been
Sometimes it makes me feel smart.
That you did know them?
That I didn't.
That you didn't know them? Because you're like, hey, I didn't need to know that. I figured out a better way.
Like a few years ago?
Yeah.
Whenever people were eating Tide Pods, I was like,
good. Don't need that one.
I didn't know people were that dumb.
Yeah.
Hey, that makes me feel pretty smart.
Yeah. Like, I don't need that trend in my life. Yeah. So I mean, is there anybody out there that's learned something on one of those that they were just like, I'm so glad that I figured that one out, because I don't know. I think that there are times where it's just it's a mismatch of things on that. But I will say this much when it comes to, am I too old to? I'm not too old to learn new things.
No.
And I'm going to keep learning new things. I hope everybody's out there keep learning new things. Like the things that you can learn today is that sometimes you can have absolutely nothing to talk about and still do a great radio show.
Well, we're working on the great part, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got more. I got more conversations. We're ready. In fact, we are going to be able to do social media commentary. We pushed it off on Tuesday, but we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back right when we come back from break on the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM.
The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother.
30 years. Just how long is that? Well, 30 years ago, the World Wide Web didn't exist. No iPhones, no flat-screen televisions, and no Netflix. You might have installed AOL using a floppy disk. Yep, 30 years is a long time. And to stay in business for 30 plus years, well, you have to do things the right way, especially in the last 30 years, when things have changed so much. The Rogers family has done it the right way, building a car dealership with a focus on integrity, treating people the right way, making fair deals. No tired car dealership cliches. The Rogers really forged a different way to buy a car. It's a hometown-friendly feel. Ed Rogers Valley Ford. 30 years of doing business the right way. 111 Auto Lane, Sparta. And online, edrogersvalleyford.com. Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Same ownership, same customer service for 30 years with that friendly hometown feel.
At Pioneer Building Supply, we're your one-stop shop for lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a major renovation or just need a few materials for a small project, we've got you covered. From framing to finishing touches, we have the products and expertise to help you get the job done right. Stop by and see us today at 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250, Meckmanville, or give us a call at 931-473-7777. Our friendly, knowledgeable team is always ready to help you with whatever you need for your next project. For 50 years, Pioneer Building Supply has been the trusted name in construction materials. We've built our reputation on quality, service, and the commitment to your success. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Pioneer Building Supply, where good business make good friends.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Planning a move? McMinnville Moving and Storage has been trusted for over 60 years. Licensed, insured, and offering free quotes. Visit us at McMinnvilleMoving.com today. McMinnville Moving and Storage, moving your past to your future.
Come by Coffee Bank and Trust today and start earning better interest and better cash back on your primary checking account. Pair it with our Better Together Saver account and maximize your earnings. If you want better rates and better returns on your money, stop by and see us today at Coffee Bank and Trust, a division of Coffee County Bank, member FDIC.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Hello and welcome back to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. Does it bother you when I start hitting the table with?
No, just wait for you to go off time.
It's pretty. It does not take long. You can tell I'm not a drummer in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Now Rob is a drummer.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
They make a stool strong enough to support Rob.
Man, I think he's gonna hear that. He's definitely firing back on there. Hey, let's just get right into this. We will have a good time here on the Simmons Says show, which is brought to you in part by Douglas and Lanier Agency, where local businesses turn for serious protection. The team of agents at Douglas and Lanier understand what it takes to keep your business covered. Smart coverage, straight talk. That's Douglas and Lanier. 474-0044, 811 Faulkner Springs Road. I said we were going to do social media commentary, which we didn't get to do on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Why do we move it on Tuesday? That was the 50th.
Yeah, that was 50th.
That was when,
so we had Trev and
Sullins. And Turner. Yeah,
Turner.
So we had to clear the deck for that one. But I was going to go back and read some of it, but I didn't realize that in the first segment, our comment section was popping off. We already got some social media commentary going. First comment I saw, hey, love the energy this morning. Waited all morning to tune in, and the green is a great color on you. I would say that this is a noticeable shirt for people that watch the Simmons Says show.
Yeah.
For most people. Now, the people that are listening to it have no clue what I wear on a day-to-day basis, which is fine. That's fine. In fact, it's not like I'm a super stylish guy, but the green works. And then someone asked if Connor got any extra rest today. Sounds very fresh and awake.
I got less sleep than I did the other day, but
yeah,
feeling a little better.
Figure that there.
More energy.
Kevin Hobbs those both were from comments from Ryan Williams. Kevin Hobbs has said that when we're talking about your training schedule there, said that running while smoking, it cancels each other out. So that's fair. I'm okay with that. We're good with that. And also Ryan said that your training that you were doing sounded like a guy getting ready for a slow pitch softball tournament especially with the diet, with the crackers and the Winston's and the energy drinks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See, so what we're not finding out is some people didn't hear Connor's explanation of what the 5 drinks he would have in his fingers.
Oh yeah,
from last night. And the OT of Warwick County Sports Authority.
I sound like a coach from the 70s.
Shay Taylor says that Juicy's will surprise you. It's really good. I think Juicy's. I've had Juicy's before, and a while back, and it was good. It's just like you said. I'm like, when I go to lunch, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, how am I going to get my chicken today? Fried, grilled, on nachos,
it's not grilled, Jeff.
Yeah, it's rarely grilled. No, that's not true. I mean, if I get,
you grilled chicken guy?
I can't. I mean, well, grilled chicken if you put cheese on it and
Oh.
put it on top of nachos, yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. So, or if you put them on, or you put it on bread with cheese and honey mustard, make it like a chicken Philly, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, I can eat grilled chicken with that, but yeah, it's not nothing around it's going to be healthy at all. But yeah, Rob Nunley said I could try something on my stove. Wait, never mind. Shay Taylor said, "Hey, wait, are we old?" Drew Walker, I mean, tell you, man, social media commentary said that those Tide Pods will clean your system out.
Hey, that's how I cured COVID.
And I think Kevin Hobbs said, "Hey, man, it'll do more than that if it want to close you out. It's make
Everything smell good on the
smell
on
like
the
roses
exit.
on their exit." Yeah, Rob Nunley. I was 52 years old when I learned you could load the cleaning pad on a Swiffer by putting You load the cleaning pad on a Swiffer by putting the mop head in the container rather than pulling out the cloth and getting water all over the place. Is that true? Is that true, Rob? I think I'm doing it wrong. And Ryan Williams, I was 35 years old when I YouTubed how to sew a button on shorts. That was a humbling search. I'll tell you this right now, that I still wouldn't be able to do that at 39. So you're 4 years ahead of me on that one. And Shay Taylor said, not today, but last night I learned that if you shave your head with a razor and cut yourself, your bed will look like a murder scene when you wake up.
Salt stick, dog.
Oh, and then you can go and you can do you want to reply to Rob because it seems like he's
watch it, Wolverine, and then drumming. It's called a throne. Listen, it's a throne for everyone else, Rob. It's a stool for you.
What do you? I mean, you seem like a guy. I mean, you're a music. You're from a musical family. Do you play any instruments?
I used to play saxophone in high school, and then I was like, it's a lot easier to listen to it than it is to try to make it. So
okay.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm good.
But you can't you're not like a guy that could just pick up a guitar and strum a guitar at all.
I mean, like I can play like a few chords.
Yeah,
and that's it.
I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I mean, doesn't Mabry play something?
I think his family does.
Oh, his family. I mean, his daughter. Yeah.
Oh no, he plays some guitar. I think.
I was gonna say, now we're Rob Nunley. I was nearly 53 when I learned Connor Witten is brave enough to talk trash about me on the radio. You know I'm just waiting for the minute that I see him coming across the studio and he's just gonna be standing behind your door in your window. It's coming. You know it is.
Oh, I know.
But now I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so you're a saxophone. Rob's a drummer. Mabry can strum the guitar. Is there anybody else in the office that can play? I mean, are we going to start a Main Street band? Is that why Purgatory has a stage?
I think so. Yeah.
So we just have some jam band stuff.
Yeah, the Main Street Media Jam Band.
I'll tell you this much. That sounds terrible. I'm going home when y'all start playing.
Oh, don't back down, Rob. Fight back with a column.
Oh.
Hey, man. Do what you got to do.
We're going to start a journal versus radio war right now. I mean, we've had Town Talk versus the Sports Authority for a few weeks now, but I think that's finally died down, thankfully.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
That I know.
Mm-hmm.
That even when I went to high school, there was fewer people who could actually read than could actually listen. So I think I'm getting my message out to more people.
Everybody has ears that usually, well, not everybody, but most people have ears that work. Not everybody has eyes that can read.
No.
They might be able to see, but they might not be able to read. That'd be tough, man. Drew Walker says, Dad can play the spoons. Okay, so Jay Walker is coming in with the spoons. You got the saxophone. Rob's got drums, and Mabry's got guitar. Who's the lead singer of this?
Well, I feel like the former host of the talk show before you, either or co-host, he'd be willing to sing.
Okay.
Admittedly, he said he's not very good at it.
Yeah. Why are you not just saying Justin Reed?
Because he's doing another show right now.
Oh, okay.
We don't want to send people over to.
That is true.
9's at 9, Jeff. We don't have a huge audience right now anyway. Shush.
Fault.
But Raven, I think, would also volunteer, but like that's like having a dog whistle.
I was going
to microphone.
Sarah Reed says Justin has washboards. Hey,
that's true.
A part of our audience right now is Sarah Reed, so we're winning that battle. Ryan Williams says Jeff can sing Jesse's Girl. I've been known.
Liquid Courage.
Yeah. not with the Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi fingers.
Oh, that's right. Barbershop Quartet, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We could probably do that. I mean, I know that I heard a lot of people singing "Happy Birthday" yesterday, and I was not quite impressed.
No.
Now, can I make a volunteer on the lead singer?
Yeah.
What about Gosha?
That would be hilarious.
I think that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Yeah. So we got Rob on the drums. We got Scotty Walls on the drums.
Yeah.
Got you on the saxophone. Jay's playing the spoons. Old Muscles Mabry playing the guitar, and Gosha singing. I don't know how this band does it. I mean, I don't know how does it blow up. It's gonna be gigantic.
Oh yeah. We'll open up for the outside the homeless shelter.
Seth, if you're listening out there, draw that cartoon of that. Do that band a band picture SketchUp of those. I want to see that.
I do too.
I want to see that picture. All right, we're going to take a break here on the Simmons Says show. Hey, thanks for the social media commentary, man. People are killing it in the comment section. We had like 125 comments last night.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are rolling in the comments today. I want to make sure we thank Douglas Lanier, 474-0044, 811 Faulkner Springs Road. Douglas Lanier. Hey, straight talk, smart coverage. That's Douglas Lanier. We'll be back on the Simmons Says show.
Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I ask you twice and beg you pretty please, she'd have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied a knot.
Talk Radio, WBMC News is next.
Hi, this is Jay Walker, the voice of the Pioneers, and I've got something just for you Pioneer fans. It's the Warren County Sports app, an app that's as dedicated to our middle and high school teams as you are. Live scores, schedules, news updates, and rosters. It's the ultimate tool for staying connected to every play, every game, and every Pioneer and Lady Pioneer moment. I use it, and I think you should too. Download the Warren County Sports app today from your Apple or Google App Marketplace. Let's keep Pioneer tradition strong together.
In the Main Street Journal News, Jeff Bottoms, 56, who runs Spartan Probation Services in McMinnville, was indicted by a Warren County grand jury on felony charges for money laundering and forgery. The alleged misconduct happened between 2016 and 2023. He turned himself in and was released on a $15,000 bond. The investigation began in 2022 after community complaints and involved both the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and the Comptroller's Office. Bottoms and his company may continue working with current clients but cannot take on new ones. He's due in court on the 28th. In a separate case, Robert Brian Roddy, 39, was arrested for aggravated domestic assault after a reported altercation with a woman. Police say she had visible injuries. Roddy remains in jail on a $25,000 bond, and his request for a bond reduction was denied. For more, subscribe to www.mainstreetjournal.llc. With the news, I'm Justin Reed.
Need a pick-me-up? Start your day at the Cafe at Tree City. Open daily from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. They serve rich, bold espresso, pulled to perfection. Pair it with one of their delicious treats for the perfect combo.
Their skilled baristas are passionate about crafting your perfect cup, whether it's a classic latte or a refreshing cold brew. They've got your coffee cravings covered.
Short on time? Order ahead for quick pickup or curbside delivery. Your fresh coffee is just a sip away.
The Cafe at Tree City, your go-to spot for expertly crafted espresso drinks. Wake up, sip up, enjoy.
Patchy fog this morning, then partly sunny skies, showers and a chance of thunderstorms developing in the afternoon with a high near 77. Tonight, a few showers or thunderstorms early, then mostly cloudy with patchy fog late, low around 58. Better keep that umbrella handy, y'all. Fun fact, thunderstorms help cool the earth by releasing heat from the atmosphere through rain and rising air currents, playing an important role in balancing the planet's temperature. Until next time, keep shining. This is Tisha with your weather.
Hello and welcome back to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. Hope everybody's enjoying their Thursday. Hope everybody's out there on the radio, on the WBMC app, or on Facebook Live, which the comments are just continuing to roll in. In fact, I think people are just entertaining themselves and having a good time in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, hey, we're not listening to you anymore. We're bantering back and forth. And hey, fine with that. You know, we have Drew Walker. We got all the regulars in this morning. Shay Taylor, Ryan, Rob. We got everybody in there. Hey, join it in. Hit the share button. Let everybody else know that they need to be in on the comment section because we're just having a good time, man.
Yeah,
having a really good time. We'll make sure we thank our sponsors here, Reddit Brown Ford, where service meets you and your time comes first. Go on the website to schedule your service today and let Jordan, the service manager, and his fine team take care of you. That is RedditBrownFord.com. Or, hey, take the short drive on 55 out there to 5917 Manchester Highway and visit the people at Reddit Brown Ford. You know, we've got this band started. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but we might have your first show already booked. I think the ticket sales are already starting. So
we actually owe them money for the ticket.
Yeah. I've never seen that we had to actually pay an audience to come see this, but I think that would work. Okay,
all out of Rob's personal account.
Yeah, hey, could that? We were talking last night about the Sports Authority going on a live remote and all that. What if we did the 5 to 6 radio live remote?
Yeah,
and then the band plays at intermission.
There we go.
Y'all come out at intermission. So now we don't have to pay anybody. They'll just already be on.
That interrupts what I normally do during intermission.
Nah, not really, man. I think you could play. I think you could play and get your.
I just sit at the end of the bell. It's just. I don't even play the saxophone. It's just me trying to like suck in the whole time. It'll sound great on the mic.
Yeah, I think you playing the saxophone would remind me of like Homer Simpson trying to play the saxophone. Saxophone.
Oh yeah.
That's you trying to play the saxophone with me. You actually play all right at it.
Yeah, I was okay. I haven't played in.
What was your inspiration to start playing saxophone? Bill Clinton?
Obviously. But yeah, my older brother played, and I was like, I didn't want to do gym in middle school, so I was like, yeah, I'll go play in the band.
Oh mercy! Someone said, "Hey, Ryan said I'll pay the Mud Bums to set the stage up so you can all open up before Timmy and his band next time they are there." Shay Taylor says Kenny G. Yeah. Hey. You and Kenny G. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, me and OKG, best friends.
Hey, that's yeah. Well, I'm telling you, man. I think this band has legs here.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It definitely has legs, Jeff.
Yeah. Good. Hey, you need that. You need that to be a great operational band sometimes. No, it's not that it's absolutely necessary.
I can already sense that Rob's buying a 80s rock outfit right now.
Oh man.
It's going to be way too tight.
Oh man, that's going to be.
Come on, Rob.
That's not going to be good for anybody.
Yeah, you're going to have to buy the sock.
Rob's definitely wearing a headband.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna have the old bandana that he wraps into a headband around, and he's gonna sweat a lot.
Yeah. That entire tour, Rob's just like burning his money through tube socks.
Hey, there were some other things on social media commentary that I wanted to get to before I realized that our entire comment section was social media commentary. One was brought up that I think has gotten a lot of people talking, and that was we clipped out a part of Simmons Says the other day from the Simmons, I think it was the Simmons 6, where I was talking about the Tournament of Champions, where people were saying, hey, where I was saying we need to play a Tournament of Champions softball. And I know we got some softball fans in here, softball fans in the comment section. We need to have a Tournament of Champions. Morrison, Midway, Centertown, bring in the City League, anywhere else that's playing. I know that might even be some smaller community rural softball teams. And I want to see a Tournament of Champions. People ask, well, hey, do we bring this to adult? Do we want to go co-ed? I'm like, hey, I don't care how we do it. Let's just have a time where we find out exactly who are the best softball teams in Warren County and where they're from. I had one comment in there that said I would put my team up against anybody in the county. I don't even know where their team was from. They were just already saying we will take the challenge. Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for that. Another person who was on here said that it was Rachel Walmsley, or I know I messed that last name up. She was saying that she runs the church league, and she said if they had enough adult I guess you would say senior leagues / adult leagues in these leagues, she'd love to have them come in and come and play some of their church league teams. Hey, that's awesome too. I like all that. Yeah, Shay Taylor says sounds like Chad's sponsoring a softball tournament. This was it's always been my idea on this, and I found a couple more of the comments as well. Andrew King said, "What if they done an all-star team from the senior league divisions and ran a tournament that way?" Fine with that too. You want to do it? Do you want it to be boys or co-ed? Don't care. Or if it could be all girls, I don't care. I want to see everybody playing in that tournament. And I don't care if they have to pick all-star teams from the city leagues as well. They play up to like 13, 14. You're probably not going to get a senior division team from the city leagues, but you could get one from Midway, Centertown, and Morrison, no problem, and play those. You know, it's always been crazy. And we were talking about this last week, Connor, with people in here, where they were talked about how all these leagues, you know, particularly the one in the city, seems like it finishes up in like June now, like early June.
Yep.
Where, you know, everybody else kind of gears. It almost seems like every other community gears their softball league towards July 4th so they can have their big July 4th thing. I would love to see a huge tournament of champions on July 4th. And you could rotate it if you wanted to. Granted, if you're going to play 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, and like 13, 14, and then like have a one, you're going to have 6 fields. You're more than likely going to have to end up at the Civic Center, or not the Civic Center, Milner Recreation Center, because that's where the most fields are. But if you only had like, say, 3, you could rotate it. You know, Morrison's got 2, Centertown's got 2. You know, Midway's only got 1. That'd be a little tough. You'd probably have to make that like a weekend event or something like that. But hey, if your team, like maybe if it's your community won the most of the divisions, you host it the following year. And if you went on your home field, you host it continuously. I don't know, just
not a bad idea.
Little community pride thing, man. Ryan Williams says they have slow pitch in the city league. No, they do not. But, you know, I think they could. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably form a team. And we should say, too, that there is a county softball tournament that I believe is happening tomorrow between our county schools.
Oh.
So that'd be fun. Go out there. I might go out there. I think it's out at Morrison. Go out there and watch a couple games and see what's going on. See how our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are going and playing out there. So, yeah, let's see who's the best. We had this. I used to play adult softball, men's softball, and we had 2 at one time. We had 2 different state champion teams in Warren County. One had went and won like the NSA, and another one had won like ISA, or whatever the classifications were. And I always said, I was like, hey, you got to figure it out, man. You have to figure it out and know who the best actual team is there. And I've even got comments from people now that saw that post and were riding in and they're like, hey, man, we got a bunch of teams in Warren County that are like co-ed teams, that are adult co-ed teams, and that would be like, can they be a part of this? I don't care. If someone wants to put together a Warren County Tournament of Champions for and just put the age divisions up and let it go. Like Rob just said, I think in the comments, said if you age breakdown line up, Centertown, Morrison, and Midway could do a round robin of league champs. Fair. Love it.
Yeah.
Love the idea. Don't know how we're going to make it happen. I don't know. Because I know the first thing that everybody says every time I bring this up is like, hey, you do it. Hey, kind of busy sometimes, man. I was like, I don't it'd be pretty easy. It'll be a lot easier. That's why I want to have the round table of all the commissioners from Midway, Morrison, and Centertown, because we could just sit it right here and be like, all right, gals, everybody, let's figure this one out. We can figure this out. Y'all we got the three people, the decision makers right here. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But, you know, I think it would be a very fun day of games if we could ever make it happen. And then also give you another thing to look forward to in like July. Instead of being like, oh well,
everything's done in June.
Yeah, we're all done in June, and we got nothing else to do. Well, we'll play one more big tournament. All right, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors again here on the Simmons Says show. Reddit Brown Ford, in the market for a vehicle. Make that short drive on 55 to Morrison to visit Reddit Brown, which has the largest selection and best prices of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Chris, the general manager, makes sure Reddit Brown is where business is done the simple way. From the test drive to the drive home, the process is easy. 5917 Manchester Highway. Reddit Brown Ford, Morrison, Tennessee. We'll be back on the Simmons Says show after the break.
Easy come, easy go. That's just how you live. Oh, take it all, but you never give. Should've known you was trouble from the first kiss. Had your eyes wide open. Why were they open? Gave you all I had and you tossed it in the trash.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116, or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric, along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
At Redmond's Carpet, they offer a wide range of flooring options to suit your needs. Whether you prefer the softness of carpet, the durability of hardwood, the versatility of tile, or the affordability of vinyl, we've got you covered. We also offer luxury in vinyl plank, LVP, for those who want the look of hardwood with added durability. Serving McMinnville since 1969, Redmond's Carpet, 2512 Old Nashville Highway. Call them at 931-668-4900 for your next flooring option. Redmond's Carpet.
It's the Ben Lomond Security Red Alert Special. Grab a free combination smoke, heat, carbon monoxide detector with your new Ben Lomond Security service. This is close to a $200 value for free. When anything is detected, the combo detector triggers all other detectors audibly and visually in the system to quickly alert your family or coworkers. Feel more secure at home or the office knowing that Ben Lomond Security works around the clock for you. For a free quote and design layout, contact your local Ben Lomond Connect office or visit benlomondconnect.com. Some exclusions may apply. License number 1560.
Oh, why won't this work?
Don't lose your cool. Call Black's Heating and Air for a preseason check-in service on your central air conditioning system. It can increase the life and dependability of your unit while reducing the chances of a very sticky situation.
Unbelievable!
Get that air conditioner checked now.
This is Benny Black.
And this is Seth Black with Black's Heating and Air.
Call today, 931-668-0785.
Benny's slogan at Black's Heating and Air is, once you've had Black, you won't go back.
Mention this ad and you can get a discount.
WBMC McMinnville, 960 AM and 97.7 FM. WBMC.
Hello and welcome back to the Simmons Says radio show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. And yeah, I think I got in a little bit too early on that one. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hey, that's just,
it happens. Everybody gets to make a mistake.
Hey, Blue Oyster Cult does not deserve that kind of disservice for me not to have them ready to go on that. But hey, it happens. It happens on there a little bit. Hey, I'm doing a little note writing right now because I have one topic that I really wanted to hit on today because I saw a post and it popped up, and I think people were complaining about it a little bit, and I could understand why. I think the city McMinnville Parks and Recreation posted up their new updated rates that will be effective July 1st, 2025. And it was a lot of the youth sports. And this goes back to what we were just talking about the youth tourneys and stuff like that, was that they're pricing in baseball, softball, T-ball, things of that nature. The city, $50 for T-ball starting July 1st, and it will be $60 for baseball and softball. I just went back in the break and compared this to other rates in the community. Morrison, for their signups this year. Of course, this is going to, these are effective July 1st, 2025. So really this will be by next year or this fall when they have their fall leagues. Those prices that we just listed are $50 for T-ball, $60 for baseball and softball. Fall soccer, $70 in the city. That was the highest number that I saw. Youth basketball is going up from $35 to $45 as well. But when you have the comparatives, when it comes to like T-ball, softball, baseball, and all that, $50 for T-ball, $60 for baseball and softball in the city. Morrison this year had sign-ups, $35, $45 if you signed up late. Midway, $30. Centertown had rates that were as low as $20, which was like for 2- and 3-year-old T-ball. And then it was mostly $35, and then I think, or did I say more? I meant Centertown. Centertown's rates were starting at like $20 for their youth, their youngest kids that play T-ball, $20. And I think that was for, like I said, we're talking about like ages 3 and 4. The majority of their prices were $35 up to age 19, and then they have an adult men and women's a 19 plus. That's $50. So you're saying $35 mostly at Centertown, or low end 20, high end 50, but that's for adults. So we're going to take the adult aspect of this. So Centertown's $35, Midway's $30, Morrison's $35. The city has brought up T-ball to $50, baseball and softball for $60. I focus on T-ball all the time because Connor, did you play T-ball?
No, I played Pee Wee football, but we had T-ball at the house.
You had T-ball at the house. Yeah, you had it at your house.
Yeah.
What is required to play T-ball?
A bat.
A bat?
A tee.
A tee.
And mainly it.
A ball.
Oh, yeah, and a ball.
And then, of course, everybody, and they have gloves and everything, and bases, and a field.
Yeah.
Well, most of these places, Morrison, Midway, Centertown, and the city, they have the field. They have bases on them, so everybody has that. And then you put a ball, a tee, and some bats out there. It's all the same. They're playing it the same way. They're playing it the same way out at Morrison. They're playing it the same way out at Centertown, Midway, and in town. You're playing it all the same. If you're the most expensive one, when everybody's doing it the same way, unless you're talking about just absolute convenience for going to the city instead of having to drive out to those, I don't understand why why you would be $15 more on T-ball. Rob Nunley in the comments. I can see basketball being cheaper because no field upkeep, but raising rates for kids is only going to keep parents from putting their kids in the league. Morrison ain't that far down the road, ladies and gentlemen. Why play in town? Do they want leagues? And I know what you're going. T-ball, and I know where you're going. T-ball should be free. Yes, I've said this. I went back and looked. Last year, the city put out a survey in March where they were trying to think, hey, what would you want to see us do? And some of the projects were ranging from like $24 million for downtown, for the revitalization of Main Street and phase 3 or whatever phase they're on.
Yeah.
And then some of them ranged down to like the Jungle Gym upgrades or redoing the Jungle Gym. It's like $280,000. I looked at it. I did the math. $280,000 if you want to spend it on the Jungle Gym. Which, hey, if I'm wrong, tell me. But I think that Jungle Gym was pretty much built by the community when it first happened.
Yep.
I don't think the city or anybody had to put that down there. I think there was some. I think the majority of the wood and everything that was there was either donated or procured by people in the community, and then it was built by people in the community. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I apologize.
I want to say there were a lot of donations.
I think there was a lot of donations and a lot of people that just took their time and just said, "Hey, we'll come over there. We'll help you. We'll help you build it." Type deal. So you say $280,000 for a jungle gym, and I'm not saying they even approved this project. I'm just saying that it was proposed. $280,000 at $50 a person, at $50 a kid for t-ball. That's 5,600 kids. Well, Connor, we don't have 5,600 kids playing t-ball a year. Let's say that if we had 150 boys and 150 girls, that's 300 kids.
And I feel like that's being.
I think that's probably even being generous.
Yeah.
That's that. If you paid for 300 kids to play t-ball a year at $50 a year, you would pay for that $280,000 price tag. You could have paid for t-ball entries for 18 years. 18 years worth of t-ball entries, folks. If you want our baseball and softball teams, people have been hitting me up lately, and they're like, "Hey, y'all didn't really talk a lot about baseball and softball this spring on the Sports Authority." That those teams just they're not as good as they were lately. There wasn't a lot of great. We talk about Justin Reed. We talk about the good news, the things that we want to talk about. The baseball and softball teams didn't have a ton of good news. They played well in spurts.
Yep.
But for the most part, you could see that there's a little bit of a dwindling in the success, and I would stand to reason that's because the kids that we're having now. Some of these kids are being picked by teams by 7, 8, 9 years old because those leagues have just completely evaporated to the point where there's only 20 to 30 kids by 10 to 11 years old even playing sports anymore. If you are the city that is fueling baseball and fast-pitch softball, because they are the only places they're not playing baseball at Midway, Centertown, and Morrison. They're not playing fast-pitch softball at those places. You're the only place. They should be overrun with kids from 5 to 6 to 7 years old at the city. They should have 20 teams in those leagues because that's a funnel. And that funnel is going to get a little bit, it's going to narrow as those kids get older. It just happens. Kids just, hey, I'm out. But if you start with only 40, 50 kids at 5 or 6, by the time they're 12 and 13, you're talking about 15, 20 kids anymore.
Yep.
That's not enough to sustain. It's not nearly enough to sustain. If we had 300, 350 kids out over there playing that stayed in there, and the problem is you're going to lose them. Hey, if a kid goes out to if you start paying like, hey, it's cheaper to just go out and play at Morrison and Centertown, and they start playing t-ball out there, and then they start playing coach pitch out there, are we serious? They're gonna leave. They're gonna stay out there. They're not coming back.
No.
Why would they? They're like, hey, we enjoy it out here.
Why would you want to spend your money on that?
Yeah. So
and you can get it for cheaper out there.
Yeah. It blows my mind. I would if it was me and you really wanted to talk about a project for the city of McMinnville, I would find any way I could to try to make at the very least 5 and 6 year old t-ball free in town. So as many kids as possible could sign up and you get them in your system, getting them accustomed to going to the Civic Center, to the ball fields, again, early in life. And then they sign up for 7 and 8, and they stay in baseball and softball. If I was middle school and high school baseball and softball coaches, I'd be knocking down the door at the city saying, can y'all make that happen? We need more kids playing. More kids need to be playing. We need them playing baseball and softball. I have no problem with slow pitch softball. That's the game that you start playing when you're done with fast pitch and baseball, in my opinion. But there's kids that will start doing that when they're 10, 11 years old because that's all they've known, because they went out to these communities and hey, these communities are giving you a good product. Midway, Centertown, and Morrison, I'm there every single summer. They're giving you a good product. You have to try to beat them. You have to try to beat them. Hey, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors. in the spot. Hey, the cafe at Tree City, 809 Sparta Street. Everybody go over there, and they're having a Mother's Day special, buy one get one on coffee. Appreciate them, man, so much. We are pretty much done here on the Simmons. I got a little passionate right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got a little Simmons rant.
A little Simmons rant there. Thanks for the comments today. Hope everybody enjoys it. We'll be back on the Simmons Says program tomorrow morning, father and son time.